Becoming perfect. Perfection has become both a laudatory and a condemned word with the passage of time. Each word comes with its own baggage. And the baggage that accompanies this word has to do with contrivance and an overbaked effort and perfectionism. Understand that perfect has nothing to do with perfectionism. Perfect is the state of being perfect. Perfectionism is the need to be perfect. And this need is fundamentally a reaction against the dislike of being excessively imperfect. You may wish to read those 3 lines again. If we look at nature, we immediately recognize that it is perfect. All things arrive on cue. All things flow from high to low. While the forest may appear wild and disheveled, while the trees may lean, while part of the sky may turn purple, while a short distance away it is clear, while water may collect in ditches or flow around the rocks, not a hair is out of place. The seasons do not arrive according to a calendar, for it is only man that bows to the concept of time. They come when the conditions are ripe. I would like to ask you, why not make your life as perfect as nature? Are you not a part of nature? Why does nature live perfect and blissful and man live in imperfection and turmoil? Mind you, if you decide to walk this path, there can be no failure. For the very possibility of failure implies that you believe there is the possibility that you were not meant to be perfect. You see, if a person pursues something that he does not own, somewhere within himself he accepts the possibility of failure, for it wasn't his to begin with. But if a person believes that something is rightfully his and bestowed upon him by nature, then failure becomes unacceptable. For the latter would be to lose what he already has, and the former is to fail to achieve that which was not. The latter is necessity, the former is a luxury. I will state with painful honesty that the depths to which I am interested in taking a human being are often far beyond the depths to which some are willing to go. At each new level we arrive at, I will often think to myself, sometimes I will verbalize it, other times I will not. This is only the beginning. There are so many more dimensions to arrive at, my friend. We've only scratched the surface. I suppose when your heart is bursting with an ocean that does not wish to be contained, you seek to guide the rare ones to the very same ocean that lies within them. Mankind has lost the war with his mind, and the greatest reason for this is because he doesn't even recognize that a battle is taking place. For those that recognize the battle, the mind plays another clever hand, and it whispers to them various ways to win. But of course, these are only decoys. There is no more clever foe in existence than the one that lives inside you. A human perfection begins with understanding this mind. More on perfection. If you try to do something perfectly, it will be imperfect. If you need to be perfect, you will have succumbed to perfectionism, and thus you will not be. If you attempt to guide the instrument, it will be conscious manipulation, and thus you will err. If you consciously try not to be perfect, then you will be trapped by the trying not to, and thus perfection will evade you once again. If you attempt to modify your behavior, you will meet with a circumstance that your modification cannot overcome, and thus you will fail. If you attempt to think a certain way, the mind will create a thought against your thought and it will win. If you attempt to follow a prescription or a 10-step process or the 4 P's and the 3 D's, your mind will smile at you and say, "Really? Is that all you have, young novice?" One who is of the common ilk and has not had any initiation into the way will likely hear my words and say, "So you don't want me to try, but you don't want me to not to try. You don't want me to think, but you don't want me to force myself from thinking. You don't want me to guide, but you don't want me to completely let go. You don't want me to try to be perfect, but you don't want me to even need to be perfect. But still you think I'm supposed to arrive at perfection? Is this what you are saying?" I will look into this man's eye with a gentle smile and say, "My dear friend, is that a problem?"